Hello and welcome to Mr. Meyer's Math Magic. Today's video will look a little bit different from any of my other videos. I'm trying out a little bit of a vlog style of filming. I did get requested by one of you math magicians out there to try to do a vlog and just to see how it goes. So today I will also be answering that age-old question that all math teachers get, I think more than any other teachers, about when will you ever use this? So stick around to the very end of the video where I will be revealing that answer to that question, when will you ever use this? But come along for the ride. Okay, so I just arrived here at the school, and before I go inside, I just wanted to briefly mention one thing that I am trying. What I did was have the students choose the desk layout that they wanted and their individual desk location within that layout. And I just wanted to see how it went, what would happen from it, and in the not-so-distant future, I will be uploading a video about how it did go and about what I would want to change in the next implementation of it. But come along with me. Let's go. Ooh. So, why is it that math teachers get asked the question of when will we ever use this? And that it seems like we get asked the question the most frequently. Now, I have a few theories about why that is. So, I think that for English is extremely useful, and we all know when we'll be using it to write correspondence between people, and nowadays it's all written in emails. You can also occasionally write letters, also text messages, and also all of that certain etiquette and grammar. I'm not great with that. I wouldn't say I'm the worst with that, but I did learn enough in order to be able to get through college and in order to be able to frequently write papers, in order for reading and analyzing information, and I do feel like I do use all of those skills on a pretty regular basis. But now talking about science and social studies. So now I think that those are two great subjects, and I personally like both of those subjects. It goes math, science, then social studies, then English. But I feel like with social studies in particular, it's a pretty general knowledge that you will really never be using this in real life. Of course, there are some times when it might be beneficial for you to know some things about history in order to seem to be knowledgeable, and I understand that. And with science, if you go into a science field, you will be using science on an everyday basis, but other than that, you won't really be using what you learn in science class. So then, why is it that math teachers get asked this question? I think that it is a way in order for them to try to distract the teacher in order to get him or her to talk about a possible explanation, and that it really is just a way in order to kill time and try to get through the math class as quickly as possible with as least amount of math that can be solved as possible. So, what are some everyday uses for math? So we all know money, but with money, will we ever... We're doing a lot of multiplication, addition, subtraction, sometimes division if you're splitting things, but really, when I was in elementary school, what I was told is that you need to be able to do this without a calculator, because when you're going around town, you're not going to have a calculator in your pocket. And look at what happened, Mr. D. You were wrong. I have a calculator right here that I can pull out, and then I can do any calculation that I want right here on my mobile device. And everyone has a phone of some sort on them, even if it is for emergencies, and even the most basic of phones have calculator functions in them. Okay, with learning about geometry and shapes in particular, architects need to use shapes a lot in order to build structures that'll stand up. So you're using a lot of parallel lines, rectangles, rectangular prisms, triangles. Triangles are actually a very interesting shape. They're one of the strongest shapes that exist, and that's why a lot of bridges have triangles built into them. Also, if you didn't notice, on a car wheel, they also have triangles within the circle in order for it to be able to withstand high speed and a lot of weight being on it, considering SUVs can be 2 tons or more. Okay. So, what other uses are there for math, and when will you ever use this? Let's think. When will you ever use this? The honest answer with almost everything that I teach is that you will never use this directly. You will never be setting up systems of equations. You'll never be solving proportional relationships. You'll never really need to do long, drawn-out, long division, conversions of fractions, conversions of units. Unless you in very specific medical fields, scientific fields, research fields, then you will be using some of these, but not all of them. 90% of what I teach really does not have real-world applications per se.
Explosion.
Now, yes, there will be word problems. Of course, everyone knows about the word problems of someone going to the store and buying 48 watermelons and then finding the unit price of the watermelons and the total cost of the watermelons. No one's doing that. And no one is doing half of what I teach about in real-world applications. One example is with using proportional relationships to find the height of an unknown object by generating triangles based on their shadows. When are you ever going to use that? When are you ever going to have a means to measure the shadow, a knowledge of the height of a different object, like say you know the height of a pole, how do you find the height of a building? No one is ever going to really use that. And that really is the honest answer. What I'm teaching instead is a lot of problem-solving skills. While you won't directly be solving using the formulas or using the equations that I teach you, what you are learning is how to solve a problem. And that everyone in everyday life experiences several problems after another. No matter what you're doing, no matter where you are, no matter who you are, you're always experiencing problems, and then you need to come up with a plan for how you will solve it. And a lot of plans include multiple steps. First you get to this point, then you get to this point. And that's what I am teaching. I am more teaching the skills that you need for life and for solving problems in real life, rather than just teaching you a formula that you will be using in real life. Okay, again, if you like this video, make sure to like it. Also leave a comment down below if there's something that I can do to make this better. If you want to see more vlogs. If you have any more questions that you want me to address, I might also do a Q&A video. Okay? Thank you, and have a great day.